Welcome everybody. So in today's class, let us see some of the GIS softwares. In the previous classes, we have discussed what is GIS, about the history of GIS, the procedure of GIS, and what are the applications of GIS, and how GIS is applied in various fields and various technologies. Today, let us see about the GIS softwares, various GIS softwares. So this is just an information how GIS works. So you can see here, first is real world. See, you already know real world consists of problems. There are a lot of problems existing around us in the world. So the real world problem, from the real world, based upon our requirement, based upon the problem, the data is observed. So that we call as raw data. Okay, so this raw data is observed from the real world. That may be for agricultural application, that may be for transportation application, that may be for traffic applications, that may be for forest application, any application. We get the data from the real world. Then with the raw data, we model the data. So in modeling, we have different procedures which we have discussed earlier. So data manipulation is done, and after that, after modeling the data, based upon our requirement, based upon our application, the output is obtained in terms of map. Normally we get the output as visualized output. So this is the process of GIS, and this is the function of all GIS softwares. So the following is a list of GIS software producers and their main products. See, I have listed only a few. So first one is Environmental System Research Institute. This is a company. This is the concern, that is Environmental Systems Research Institute, ESRI. So this institute has developed softwares called ArcInfo, ArcView, ArcGIS. So all are GIS softwares, one of the leading GIS software. So this is the symbol of ESRI, ArcGIS. Then you know AutoCAD, the same company, Autodesk. They have developed AutoCAD Map. So another GIS software. Then the International Institute for Aerospace Survey and Earth Sciences has developed a GIS software called ILWIS, which means the Integrated Land and Water Information System. Okay. The concern MapInfo Corporation has developed MapInfo. This is the symbol of MapInfo. Then the company PCI Geomatics has developed PAMap, another GIS software. Then Telogis has developed GeoBase. Then there are some more open source softwares for GIS called GrassGIS, GVSIG, GVSIG, MapWindowGIS, SagaGIS, and there are many more. So we will see a few of them a little. Let us see some basics of a few of these GIS softwares. So ESRI, as we have discussed earlier, it is Environmental Systems Research Institute. This is an international supplier of geographic information system software, WebGIS and geodatabase management application. So this ESRI has developed GIS software. We can use WebGIS. With the help of internet, we can apply this for our application. Also, we can use geodatabase management applications also. Now, ESRI uses the name ArcGIS to refer to its suite of GIS software products which operate on desktop, server and mobile platforms. So, you can use this ArcGIS on your desktop, on any servers and on your mobile platforms also. ArcGIS also includes developer products and web services. In a general sense, the term GIS describes any information system that integrates, stores, edits, analyzes, shares and displays geographic information for information decision making. So, just the definition of GIS. So, as of January 2021, the company desktop GIS suite is ArcGIS desktop version 10.8.1. It is the latest version of ArcGIS, and ArcGIS Pro 2.7. ArcGIS desktop consists of several integrated applications including ArcMap, ArcCatalog, ArcToolbox, ArcScene, ArcGlobe and ArcGIS Pro. See, all these are ArcMap, ArcCatalog, ArcToolbox, ArcScene, ArcGlobe and ArcGIS Pro. These are various tools which are incorporated in ArcGIS. Okay, so the latest desktop version is ArcGIS 10.8.1 and ArcGIS Pro 2.7. So this ArcGIS is widely applied in almost all fields all over the world. So the next software which we are going to see is GrassGIS, and this is an open source software. So GrassGIS means, the full form is Geographic Resources Analysis Support System. So this is commonly termed as GRASS, Geographic Resources Analysis Support System. And since this is a GIS based software, we call it as GrassGIS. And this is a Geographic Information System software suite used for geospatial data management and analysis, image processing, producing graphics and maps, spatial and temporal modeling and visualizing. So these are the applications of applications of GrassGIS. Okay, you can use this for image processing, etc. So you can use in the field of civil engineering, we can use image processing almost everywhere. See, now one of the latest technology is NDT, that is non-destructive testing. You have a building. Normally we do destructive testings to determine the strength of the building, strength of the beams, strength of the columns, slabs, etc. But using this image processing, you can take images, you can take photographs, high definition photographs, you can use image processing techniques and you can analyze the strength of the building. That is one of the advantage of image processing in civil engineering. Also, you can use image processing in various fields like agricultural, forest, etc. It can handle raster, topological vector, image processing and graphic data. So this is the overview of GrassGIS layer. When we are using this GrassGIS software, one of the layer can be viewed like this. Just an example for understanding. The next software which we are going to discuss today is GVSIG. So GVSIG is a geographic information system that is a desktop application. So this you cannot use in your mobile phone, you have to use your desktop or laptop. So this is also an open source software. You can download it from the internet and you can use it for your application. A desktop application designed for capturing, storing, handling, analyzing and deploying any kind of referenced geographic information in order to solve complex management and planning problems. See, these are the process or the role of any GIS software. It has to capture, store, handle, analyze and deploy the data, geographic information data. And you can use it to solve any complex management and planning problems. You can use this GVSIG GIS software. So GVSIG is known for having a user-friendly interface, being able to access the most common formats, both vector and raster ones. It features a wide range of tools for working with geographic-like information, query tools, layout creation, geoprocessing, networks, etc. So this is the layout of GVGIS software. So the next GIS software which we are going to discuss is ILWIS. So Integrated Land and Water Information System. We use this for water resources, in the field of water resources, irrigation engineering, environmental engineering, etc. So this is a geographic information system and remote sensing software. Both you can use it for geographic GIS and remote sensing RS, for both vector and raster processing. Its features includes digitizing, editing, analysis and display of data and production of quality maps. So you can visualize it in terms of maps. Having been used by many students, teachers and researchers for more than 2 decades, ILWIS is one of the most user-friendly integrated vector and raster software programs currently available. So anybody is doing your project on water resources, you can use this ILWIS software. This is also an open source software. ILWIS has some very powerful raster analysis modules, a high precision and flexible vector and point digitizing module, a variety of very practical tools as well as a great variety of user guides and training modules, all available for downloading. And the current version is ILWIS 3.8.6. This is the latest version. Okay. So this is an open source software. You can use it easily if you have a desktop and an internet connection. So you can see the layer visualization in ILWIS. This is how ILWIS software is used. You can see the different layers and how the map is developed. Just a screenshot of what can be done, what can we do in this software. The next is QGIS. In QGIS, until 2013, this is called Quantum GIS. And this is also a free and open source cross-platform desktop geographical information system application that supports viewing, editing and analysis of geospatial data. QGIS functions as geographic information system software, allowing users to analyze and edit spatial information in addition to composing and exporting geographical maps. And QGIS supports both raster and vector layers. Vector data is stored as either point, line or polygon features. See, all these in detail we have studied in our earlier classes. What is raster data, what is vector data, how these can be represented, what is point, line, polygon features, etc. Then multiple formats of raster images are supported and the software can geo-reference the images. Now you can see a screenshot of print composer of QGIS. Okay, this one. The next software which we are going to discuss is Map Window GIS. So Map Window GIS is a lightweight open source GIS mapping desktop application and set of programmable mapping components. Okay, this is the layout of map window. So system for automated geoscientific analysis. that is Saga GIS. This is the next software, that is Saga GIS. Saga means System for Automated Geoscientific Analysis. And the Saga is a GIS software, GIS application software. So it is a computer program used to edit spatial data. And it is free and open source software developed originally by a small team at the Department of Physical Geography, University of Göttingen, Germany, and is now being maintained and extended by an international developer community. This Saga GIS is also an open source software. Okay. So Saga GIS is intended to give scientists an effective but easily learnable platform for implementing geoscientific methods. This is achieved by the application programming interface. Saga has a fast growing set of geoscientific methods bundled in exchangeable module libraries. So the layout of Saga GIS. So thank you. So what we have seen today is what are some of the GIS softwares and some important details like the open source softwares, the layouts, and what are the applications or how the usages of some of the GIS softwares. Thank you for today. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you.